Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, I'll be talking about how to raise fast cash. These days, it seems like everyone needs more cash. Unemployment is skyrocketing, especially in the United States. The economy is poor, and finding a job in this market is harder than ever. Fortunately, there's one way to make quick money that doesn't require you to have an extra outstanding resume or any type of cash investment or any extremely specialized skills. All you need is a computer, an internet connection, and a decent grasp of the internet marketing operation. The following video series assumes you don't have a mailing list, don't have a lot of capital, and you don't have a lot of time. And you'll be given top 4 ways to raise emergency cash quick: JV brokering, freelancing, sell your stuff, brokering solo ads. First of all, JV brokering. JV stands for joint venture. As a JV broker, you're a connector. You connect people with products or services to people who have customers, subscribers, and traffic, and you take a percentage of the revenue created from that connection. Being a JV broker can be very advantageous. You don't need your own product, customers, or a mailing list. You don't need a fully automated website with all the works. You don't need to purchase anything. All you need to do is learn how to locate complementary businesses, introduce them to each other, and negotiate a deal between them. You become the middleman. For doing this, you get a percentage of the sales. Often a JV broker will be hired by a business that has either a product, service, or a customer base that could be better monetized. That business owner will be seeking partners who have a customer base that's targeted to their product or service. Likewise, the person or business with a customer base will be seeking products and services related to their customers' interests so they can market them to their customers. And this is where a JV broker comes in. You'll be hired by either of these two partner types in order to connect them with each other to create successful and profitable joint ventures. And upon successfully bringing both sides together, you'll be paid a pre-negotiated percentage of sales. Freelancing. Now, what's freelancing? Freelancing's probably the best way you can make some fast cash online. A freelancer sells skills and services online. It requires virtually no setup at all. As a freelancer, you don't have to spend any money to make money. Finding work is pretty simple unless you're expecting to get paid $100 an hour, and most people have some skills that can translate into cash. Skills like writing, designing, voiceover, and more. Later on in this video, I'll be teaching you a couple of ways you can become a freelancer, and you'll be surprised at the amazing possibilities and potential you can sell your skills and services online for that quick cash you can't wait to make. Sell your stuff. I'll be teaching you how to make money by selling your stuff on the internet. I bet you've heard of eBay, right? eBay.com is one of the largest e-commerce sites around. It's an online auction and shopping website in which people and businesses buy and sell a broad variety of goods and services worldwide. This video series will guide you through step by step to sign up on your own eBay account, teach you what to sell, and also how to sell them for good money. Brokering solo ads. First of all, let me explain to you what a solo ad is. A solo ad is a form of advertisement that's sent out to an entire portion of an email subscriber list. The process is pretty simple. Some internet marketers will accept payment in exchange for sending an email you have written to their mailing list. People buy solo ads to either make sales, collect emails or names to build your own list, or do both. And as a solo ads broker, your job is pretty similar as a JV broker. You're connecting a particular party who's looking to advertise its product or service to a list of subscribers, together with another party who has an existing relevant mailing list with subscribers that are potential buyers. This video series will teach you how to find clients and connect to solo ads, vendors, as well as giving you a list of websites that you can join to find clients. Ultimately, this video series is specially designed for people like you, people who need money now and can't wait for some business opportunity to work itself out. With that being said, let's get into the substantive content. In the next hour and a half of this video series, you'll learn great ways to make money online in a short amount of time and without risking any large investments in the process. But remember, always keep a cool head, stay calm, and focus on execution and less on your problems. Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, we're going to talk about what is joint venture and why do JV brokering. Without further ado, let's get started. First of all, what is joint venture? A joint venture, or JV, is a formal arrangement between two or more firms to create a new business for the purpose of carrying out some kind of mutually beneficial activity, often related to business expansion, especially new product and/or market development. Partnerships and joint ventures can be similar, but in fact can have significantly different implications for those involved. A partnership usually involves a continuing long-term business relationship, whereas a joint venture is based on a single business project. Parties enter joint ventures to gain individual benefits, usually a share of the project objective. This may be to develop a product or intellectual property rather than joint or collective profits, as is the case with a general or limited partnership. A joint venture, like a general partnership, is not a separate legal entity. Revenues, expenses, and asset ownership usually flow through the joint venture to the participants, since the joint venture itself has no legal status. Once the joint venture has met its goals, the entity ceases to exist. Joint venture marketing can prove to be extremely beneficial for almost any business owner. It's a great way to join forces with other businesses and build mutually beneficial relationships both within and outside of your industry. While there are a number of good reasons to consider joint venture marketing, there are three basic reasons that truly outline the main goals and purpose of every joint venture marketing opportunity. They include combining resources, gaining opportunities, and maximizing profit. Combining resources. When entering into a joint venture marketing agreement, one of the greatest benefits will be gaining access to additional resources. By partnering with another business or business owner, you'll ultimately be combining your resources to make this joint venture work. That means the possibility of more funds, more visibility, and thus more business. You will both especially benefit from sharing each other's lists, allowing you to instantly double, possibly triple your potential customer base. As an intelligent business owner and strategic marketer, you probably already know all too well the importance of a quality list and have the experience of building your own. A joint venture marketing agreement is a great way for the parties involved to take some of the work out of building a list and allowing more time to focus on building your actual business. Gaining opportunities. With joint venture marketing, you'll not only gain a strategic business partner, but you'll also gain business opportunities that you may otherwise never have had. For instance, combining resources may provide you with the opportunity to purchase more expensive advertisements, and more expensive advertisements may lead to a larger pool of potential customers due to greater visibility and distribution. You'll also gain the opportunity to reach members of your partner's list, a valuable tool and resource with built-in credibility. You'll have the advantage of reaching people that already know and trust your partner and/or their message. It's a domino effect. Just as one investment leads to another, so does opportunity. This may also be an opportunity to build strong professional relationships. Building relationships within your field with both clients and your peers is extremely important and a key ingredient to success. The more others trust you, the more likely they're going to do business with you, and that's an opportunity you never want to miss. Maximizing profit. The goal of every business is to make money, so by default, when you join two businesses together, the ultimate goal is, well, to make more money. By combining resources, you'll gain the opportunity to reach a greater audience. And when you reach a greater audience, you'll have the automatic potential to increase your customer base and maximize profit. You see, it's all interconnected, and you want to be successful, and so does every other business owner out there. So why not join forces to make that happen? Joint venture marketing gives you and your peers the opportunity to work together with a common goal in mind. Whether you offer complementary services or sell similar products, a joint venture marketing plan can and will help bring you and your partner success. JV brokerage is one of the easiest and fastest ways to make money online. Being a JV broker can be very advantageous. You don't need your own product, customers, or a mailing list. You don't need a fully automated website with all the works. You don't need to purchase anything. All you need to do is learn how to locate complementary businesses, introduce them to each other, and negotiate a deal between them. You become the middleman. For doing this, you get a percentage of the sales. JV brokering requires a deep network of contacts. They are, after all, the people who will make things possible. Without them, the idea, no matter how grand and rewarding, will most certainly sink before it could even take flight. Meeting people and building great relationships with them is a must for this business. Hence, good public relation skills are a necessity for anyone who wants to try this profession. JV brokering also requires a creative mind and a keen eye for the industry. Here are some simple steps you could take if you want to start out with JV brokering. Find possible JV partners. You can do this by building good relationships with the people you've dealt with and are dealing with currently. They are commodities for your success in this field. If you're just starting out, then you can invest some time in specialized forums and continue to brand yourself as a credible player in the industry. Soon enough, you'll have a workable list of contacts. Ask them if they're open to joint venturing opportunities. If they say no, be thoughtful and polite and ask why. Learn all you can from each opportunity you pursue. Educate them on the process. As soon as you find someone who's interested, spend time with them and educate them on the process of joint venturing. Learn how things work. Learn what they're able to do. Learn what they're willing to do. There may be things that they may want to do but can't yet. Try to select the perfect people for the job. The bigger your network is, the more options you'll have. Learn what they're able to do. Learn what they're willing to do. Your job as a successful JV broker is to really know those you are bringing together. Discover their strengths, know their weaknesses. These will all play a very important part towards the success of each joint venture. Present to them the draft of your plan and invite them to hop aboard the joint venture you're planning. Once all the participants have been notified, try to present a fair and reasonable profit-sharing scheme that will make everybody happy. In conclusion, joint venture brokerage is a highly versatile business, which can be run on a part or full-time basis and can produce significant profits for those who take time to learn the necessary skills and apply them. Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, we're going to talk about how to structure your offer in JV brokering. However, before you get into structuring your offer, you might want to know what a JV partner often looks for. Let's get started. First and foremost, allow me to brief you on what's a JV partnership. A joint venture partnership with an established internet marketer is the quickest avenue to success for the novice internet marketer or for an individual who's created a product or service but has never done any internet marketing. Partnering with an established marketer gives a newbie instant credibility and access to the best market for his product, service, or idea. When approaching an established internet marketer with a joint venture proposal, an individual should realize that there are three main things that the marketer will evaluate when determining whether to accept your joint venture proposal. And here are the things that a JV partner will look for. Product quality. Product quality will be considered and looked at very carefully and from every angle. The successful internet marketer is not going to recommend an inferior product or service to its members of the list. It has put a great deal of time and effort into establishing himself as a reliable and dependable provider of information. An inferior product or service could undo all his hard work. Check what you're offering to make sure it's of highest quality possible and that it delivers what's promised. Market and demand. Market and demand for the product or service has been well established. You must have done your research and be able to prove to him that there is a market as well as a demand for the product or service you're selling. No matter how great your new buggy whip might be, there just won't be a market for it and no demand either. What you're selling needs to be relevant to today's marketplace. Sales letter. How persuasive your sales letter is written will be the final determining factor. Even if you have a high-quality product or service for which you have established that there is a market and a demand, if your sales letter is weak, the established internet marketer will not bother with you. And now we've come to options for structuring your offer. There are two options for you to choose from, which are 20% brokering fee and a one-time flat fee. You might be wondering which one to choose or which one's better for you. Don't worry, let me explain it to you. 20% brokering fee means that you ask for a 20% commission from every sale of the product or service. Of course, you can always negotiate on the percentage with your partners to achieve a win-win situation. But note that you are not the only broker. People always manage to find a substitute of you who would offer a reasonable price. Communicate with both sides of your partner to achieve a balance that makes everyone happy. Next is the one-time flat fee. This means that you only offer once with a flat price. However, we don't recommend this offer unless you're really desperate to raise money. This is because a one-time flat price doesn't offer a long-run benefit to you. You're only being paid once even when the sales are still going on. Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, we're going to talk about where to find JVs, but before that, I'd like to let you know your role as a broker in joint venture. Without further ado, let's dive on in. Your role as a joint venture broker would be look for hidden or underutilized assets within a company, create marketing opportunities that are either unrealized or unrecognized, exploit customer lists that are not maximized, recognize relationships that can be optimized. The role of the joint venture broker changes depending upon the nature of the joint venture. The joint venture broker might be a person who finds joint venture partners, or it might be a person who sets up the deal. In either case, the joint venture broker is compensated for his or her role by taking a percentage of the profits. Joint venture brokering isn't a difficult concept to understand. Just imagine an orchestra. Surely such an ensemble wouldn't be able to play marvelous music without the conductor, right? The conductor simply brings all the band members together and instructs them how to proceed with the masterpiece. The conductor doesn't have to play any musical instruments. He just needs a good working knowledge of music. The kind of joint ventures you can arrange are as unlimited as your imagination. A car dealer can offer a free dinner at a local restaurant to anyone who comes in for a test drive. Both the restaurant and the car dealer get more customers to come through their doors and add potentially to their customer list. The sporting goods store forms a relationship with the health club or gym, each sending the other customers for fitness and equipment purchases. The electricity company agrees to include an ad for an appliance dealer in its next billing letter, reaching every utility user in the region. The electricity company is happy because they reduce their cost of mailing because the appliance dealer pays a small fee for each insert. The appliance dealer is happy because they piggyback on the electricity company, gain access to all their customers, and with less cost than conducting a mailing from scratch. Joint venture brokering appeals to many entrepreneurs because it offers a way to earn really good money without having to create your own product, without having to set up and implement any marketing strategies. Although for some types of joint ventures, a knowledge of marketing is essential, and more often than not without having to invest anything financially. The joint venture broker essentially determines the type of resource the client needs and works with the client to determine what can be offered to joint venture partners who have those resources. The joint venture broker then works out how to present the offer to joint venture partners so that they see the offer as a win-win-win situation. The three wins are a win for the client, a win for the joint venture partner, and a win for the customers as well. Approaching potential joint venture partners in just the right way is vital to the outcome of the joint venture. The joint venture broker's role is to assist the client when trying to convince people who have never heard of the client to enter into a joint venture deal through a well-crafted joint venture proposal. The joint venture broker has already determined what a potential joint venture partner can gain from the deal. Having done their research, they know who needs what resources and how to find others to provide those resources. And now we've come to places to find JVs, and here are my recommendations: Muncheye, Launcher.com, Warrior Plus, JVZoo. Allow me to explain briefly each one of them. Muncheye is the most comprehensive IM launch calendar on the planet, used by over 3,000 of your potential affiliates and JV partners who are actively looking to promote offers like yours. However, the competition is huge, with thousands of launches appearing on Muncheye each year. The Muncheye advertising packages make your launch stand out and reach more affiliates. So how does Muncheye work? Select any days you'd like your listing to be featured. Each featured day is only $50, and if you buy 5 days, you get 2 days free and save $100. Book early to avoid losing your spot to other vendors. Only a limited number of listings can be featured each day. You can buy up to 14 days at a time, and most vendors buy at least 3 days, usually on days running up to the launch, as the sooner affiliates become aware of your launch, the more likely they are to promote. If you wish to purchase a featured spot for more than 14 days, please just order additional days in a separate order. Launcher. On Launcher, you get your own personal and private installation of web applications like WordPress for evaluation, testing, and training. You can share your installations with other users or even share your own custom solutions. Launcher is offering a free account, no credit card required to register, no strings attached. It is great as well to put up your own commercial products and services. How does Launcher work? If you want to use a web application, you first have to sign up or log in. This is required because Launcher is offering personal installations. You can select from the list of products and solutions and get your own installation with a simple click on Launch Now. After a few seconds, the application is installed and ready to be used. And yes, it is as simple as that. In case you want to share your own product or solution on Launcher, you can very easily create your own installation template with the help of a visual editor we call the Sequence Editor. The drag-and-drop web interface requires no programming skills. However, you might need some knowledge about how to set up the product. Warrior Plus. WarriorPlus.com is an all-in-one Warrior Special Offer WSO management system that handles every aspect of WSO marketing. The Warrior Plus is the only tool on the market that makes running a WSO marketing campaign easier than ever. A Warrior Special Offer can be a product, a service, a subscription, or a membership. These offers are usually found in the Warrior Special Offer section on WarriorForum.com. When offers are posted in that section, it signifies that those offers are something worth checking out. The Warrior Plus system will automatically send out files, membership information, license codes, and activation codes to customers that purchase your WSO. Within the Warrior Plus system, members can set up auto deliveries, update quantities, set quantity limitations, place Buy It Now buttons on their WSO page, and change the prices of their WSOs from an easy-to-use interface. Users can even base their price change on the quantity of sales that they have made. JVZoo. JVZoo is a marketing platform for digital products. They make it easier for sellers to promote, list, and sell their products, and give affiliate marketers some great digital products to promote. They have a huge marketplace with all sorts of digital products to promote. No matter what niche you are in, JVZoo has you covered. They have 21 different categories to choose from with hundreds of digital products on offer. JVZoo is for the makers of digital products as well as affiliate marketers who are looking to promote these products on their websites and blogs. There are many other digital marketplaces on the internet today, but I really like JVZoo. You might need to sort through their products to find a good one, but there are some really great products available on JVZoo. You will be sure to find something that would do well within your niche. Hello, welcome and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, we're going to talk about how to contact your product vendors before they launch. Before we dive into contacting vendors, allow me to brief you on some responsibilities you should know about vendors. A vendor is a business or individual that sells a product or provides certain services to another business or individual. Vendor responsibilities grow out of fundamental ethical consideration, such as an obligation to keep your word and provide what you say you're providing. Customers are more likely to continue doing business with a vendor who takes responsibility and stands behind his products than one who is evasive and fails to deliver what he promises. Quality. Vendors are responsible for the quality of the products they provide. Although some products are designed with an eye on price more than quality, every product must at least meet minimum quality standards that are consistent with its price. For example, a manufacturer of a cheap brand of olive oil cannot be expected to provide olive oil whose quality is comparable to that of an artesian olive oil. However, he can be expected to provide an olive oil that is not rancid and is of sufficient quality for basic cooking. Punctuality. Vendors are responsible for providing the products they offer in a time frame that is consistent with the expectations they create. A vendor who fails to deliver a product on time can create trouble for business customers whose sales depend on the promised materials. A vendor who is late in delivering a product to a private customer can cause inconvenience or waste his customer's time. Honesty. The responsibility of a vendor to be honest with his customers extends from his claims about his product's effectiveness to her billing practices. Vendors should never make false claims about the materials in products or about their own qualifications for providing these products. In addition, vendors should refrain from overcharging customers and should provide exactly the products and services that the customer has ordered, unless they specify that these items are no longer available and offer comparable alternatives. Sometimes choosing a supplier or vendor is as simple as asking a friend who they use in their business. Other times you need to go through a formal selection process. To make sure the vendor you choose is the best to provide service or product your clients need as you are the broker, use these 5 steps below as a guide. Document your organization's need. Before you can do any kind of selection of the potential vendors to provide the service to your client, you must document in detail. This will help you out greatly later on when you look through your notes and the vendor material you realize that their offerings are not the same. When you meet with potential vendors, you need to be able to judge what they can do for you against what you need them to do and make sure there's a good match. Identify the potential sources. Whatever service or item it is you need to provide, your best step is to do your own research and identify which organization seems to do the best job in supplying what you need. Once you've done that, contact each vendor by phone and/or by email and state your needs that you would like them to participate in your selection process. Understand that if this is a fairly small dollar item, they won't be too interested in going through a lot of effort and resource hours and dollars to acquire your business. Initial vendor discussions. This is where your potential service providers come to your site and present their offers, also to discuss how they are going to meet your needs. They need to sell you on why they are the best provider. Typically, it is ideal if you can select up to 8 to 10 vendors to participate initially. Weed out vendors. And now you might find out that several vendors just don't quite cut it. They have an offering somewhere in the ballpark, but based either on price or specifics of service, they're just not going to be able to meet your needs. This is where you weed those providers out. Final vendor round. This is the final chance for each of the finalists to make their offer stick and to win your client. Have a final discussion with them separately on price and their offerings. Now is the time you may want to get even more specific about your commission. You're looking for ways to pick the best vendor both in terms of price and service. I'm sure that you would want a win-win-win situation for both of your clients. Last but not least, let's have some tips on how to manage your vendors. Here are 2 things to consider that will help you efficiently collaborate with your vendor team. Understand vendor roles. Vendor responsibilities can vary from business to business, so it's not safe to just assume that everyone knows their role. Instead, it's important to clarify and be aware when assigning tasks. Knowing your role and the role of the other vendors will help avoid duplicate efforts and prevent stepping on each other's toes. Expand your network. Knowing the people you are working with is a great opportunity to expand networks and grow your business as a broker. Building relationships with other vendors helps bring awareness to your company and assists you in expanding the scope of your business. Once you build your core vendor relationships and begin to refer businesses to each other, your circle of referrals will grow exponentially. You'll start getting more and more repeat business, but of course, to get repeat business, you must provide a good traffic for them at first. Teaming up with vendors and working together can also create better pricing for yourself. With the rise of social media, expanding your network and building in-person relationships with other vendors can translate into having more hands sharing your work online. The more efficiently you work with other vendors, the greater chances are that you'll be able to grow your business as a broker and increase your revenue.